Hello, queens. So, I saw this ad for X program, and I was thinking about when I used to vape, and sometimes now I haven't vaped in 2 years. Sometimes I'll be like, it mainly happens when I'm in a public place, and I'll like go to the bathroom, and I literally still feel like, like, oh, like it's also time to vape. Like, you know what I mean? Because I vaped for 5 years, or 5 or 6 years. I started, well, no, I started like, well, wait. Yeah, no, I started right before I turned, well, in the summer of my freshman year. It's like 14, 15. And then I quit like when I was 18. And like this spring. I quit like finally, like in the spring. Like completely. But like I stopped having my own vape in like November or December. But I still hit other people's vapes whenever I would hang out with them sometimes. But yeah. But I haven't inhaled vape in 2 years. Because I was like completely done by this time 2 years ago. I was 18. But yeah, I was just thinking about that. I wasn't even gonna record this. I need to brush my teeth and go to sleep. But I was just thinking about, it felt like someone else needed to hear this, someone who's quitting. And I was thinking about it as well, like addiction, because it is like, that's sad. I just remember that 14-year-old who like, anyway. But yeah, it's something pretty serious. Like whenever I didn't get my vape pods, bro, I was fiending like bad. Like I would get so frustrated. It felt like I was gonna crawl out of my skin. Like, and that's what's so interesting to me about nicotine specifically, is like it is so addictive, but it doesn't present like most addictive substances or most addictions. Like in the sense of like it doesn't actually really hinder your ability to do things. Like it's not like alcohol, it's not like weed, it's not like it doesn't change, like yes, but it changes such intricate small things. Like for example, another thing, like I literally, it like rewires your brain. And I also used to think, I used to be like, how do people not vape? Like that was a genuine thought. I was like, what do people do? Like, you know what I mean? Whenever they just like want to do something, like I just like, it was like a snack or something. Like it was a hit. It was literally a high. But like I just didn't experience that with really anything else, because I didn't do synthetics other than like being prescribed synthetic medication for like mental, like depression, mood stabilizer, stuff like that. But like other than that, like anytime I would have the opportunity to do something synthetic, I would always be like, nah. But except for LSD, but LSD has fungal components, so it's cool with me. But like yeah, it literally, like I think that's another thing. Like if you've never done something synthetic, I feel like it's like, well, that's not fucking true. I got laced with meth one time, and I would say it is like it is like a quarter of the experience of what it felt like coming down off of meth, because I was fucking fiending whenever we were coming down, because it got laced with our, well, I don't think it was laced on purpose, but the person was cooking the same things in the same kitchen, cross contamination. It ended up in a hair follicle test, that I had meth in my system. And it literally, like, the come down off of that, like, whenever we were, and it felt fucking horrible. And, like, I guess it's different in that way as well. Like, meth feels awful to be on. Like, but it's so addictive. Like, I, um, uh, we were, like, scraping resin off of bong, like a bong bowl, like, just, like, fiending to, like, be high, even a little bit high, like, just to, like, be high. But it felt horrible. Like, we literally, like, we looked like the life had been sucked out of us with a bendy straw. Like, me and my friend, it was crazy. But like, it was unsettling. Like, I remember the feeling. Like, I'm remembering the feeling, like, while I'm talking about it, and it's like, I don't really know how to put it into words, because it's like, you know, you would think, like, if you're feeling for something, like, it would be a good experience, but it's not. Like, and I feel like that's, like, kind of what, like, reminds me of vaping, is like, it's like an amphetamine. Like, even though it doesn't necessarily feel bad, like, the high is kind of like woozy. It's like inhaling a Sharpie. I don't know, like from a vape. um but like, it's kind of similar in the way it's like, you know, I could see how, like, when people are addicted to meth, it's like, you really, like, it's like, how do people do anything else? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how are they not addicted to the substance? Which is so crazy. Like, and it's like, is all uppers like that? Do you know what I mean? Like, genuinely, because I don't know. And I feel like that's just kind of interesting, because mainly my thing was alcohol. Um, so, but yeah. I think another thing why I didn't like synthetics, or I didn't do synthetics, was because, other than literally vaping, was because I used to have to take Benadryl all the time, and it's fucking awful to be stuck, like, in a situation where it's like, well, Benadryl's a downer, but um, I would have a lot of, like, I would have allergic reactions. I had to take it. Um, but um, but yeah, I would have the worst nightmares on Benadryl. Like, that was crazy. And then people talk about, oh, they missed the Hat Man. Like, isn't that crazy? You know what I mean? But like, as I'm saying all this, I think of like abusive relationships. And it's like, literally, like, substance abuse. Like, you're abusing yourself. You're not abusing the substance, you're abusing yourself. Like, that's kind of crazy. Because I've always thought about substance abuse as like, well, okay, but like, if you do any amount of meth or any amount of vaping, it's like, if you like, is low key any amount of alcohol, but like, not really low key any amount of, like, so, like, I don't know. It could be chill, I suppose. Like, wine has some benefits, it's fermented, but it's like, people are very casual about drinking. Like, especially, like, I'm watching Quantico right now, and in these kinds of shows, like the Vampire Diaries shows, I grew up watching the Vampire Diaries. I used to think bourbon was something so sweet, so delectable, just for me to end up being a vodka girly. But yeah, anyway, I don't even like vodka. It was just a thing that most often had the highest alcohol percentage. Anyway, um, but I have no beef with alcohol, and I just feel like, you know, it is still poison. Like, it makes you feel, well, not that it's poison, but it's like, it makes you sick. Like, if you drink enough to get drunk, like, it's literally like hurting you. You know what I mean? And I feel like, I don't know, like, the whole thing where it's um like, people always have like a glass of bourbon in those like half glasses and like these like cop shows and stuff like that. I've never understood that. The whole drinking one half a shot of bourbon at the end of a hard day. Girl, that shit would make me so fucking sad. I used to actually not even drink alcohol like that because the first time that I actually drank, I got so fucking sad. Like, I we were gonna I wanted to hang out with my friend, and I didn't even really like drinking like that, and we didn't get to end up hanging out, and I cried. I cried so much. I was really sad about it, but then I don't know what happened. I just eventually became no. I think that is what happened. I think whenever I started drinking, I think it was because weed was starting to make me paranoid, and so I would drink to yeah, because I really started drinking whenever I got out of rehab. But before I went, I was more of a smoke girly. Like, I had so much THC in my system that, um, anyway, I don't want to say that actually. But I was a weed girl. To the bone. Like, it made me feel comfortable. Like, in any of, like, I was just chilling. And then I went to rehab, and then as soon as I got out, I smoked again. And I drank before I went to rehab, but like it wasn't anything serious actually, like for real. And then I went to rehab, and I heard all these other people's stories, and I was like, I'm not drink maxing the way that I could be drink maxing, like, you know what I mean? So when I got out, I just went balls to the fucking walls, and I built my tolerance to be able to drink half a gallon of vodka a day, every day, for like months over that summer, like months at a time. Half of a gallon of vodka a day to 2 gallons of vodka, or or 1 gallon of vodka a day. Like, that was my tolerance. Like, that's like my body could, like, I didn't die, you know what I mean? Like most people. But guys, can I tell you guys a story? One time, and it wasn't any easy feat. Like, I got like, and often like I would want to get to the point where it's like I felt sick. Like, that would be the goal, because then it's like, okay, I'm literally so drunk. It is abusing yourself. Like, I've never liked that whole term, like substance abuse. Like, it's always kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because it's like, you're not hurting the substance, you're hurting yourself. But like, you're hurting yourself. Like, that's like what just clocked in. It's like, you're abusing yourself. Like, I feel like someone should say that, like, you're abusing yourself with the substance. I said it just then. Anyway. The story. Okay, one time I was hanging out with this guy, and whenever I would drink, I would take big ass swigs. Like, I'm talking about like big ass swigs, like, because I was trying to actually get drunk, and since my tolerance was so high, I would like try to drink a lot at a time. You know what I mean? Because my tolerance was very high. This guy, he told me, he's like telling me that he wasn't a drinker, and I was like, okay. Like, I didn't care if people didn't drink, because more for me. And also, I did appreciate drinking around other people, but girl, I don't care if y'all get drunk. Like, okay, well, wait. I would want like my friends to be drunk with me, but like, if it's like people I don't know, it's like, okay, well, I don't really, like, okay, like, that's your tea. Because it's just more fun to like be with your friends and like sharing the same experience. And I feel like that's pretty universal, not even just for drugs or alcohol. Why isn't alcohol just under that category? Anyway, of drugs. Anyway, but yeah. But if they didn't want to, then it's like I would still get drunk. Like even if my friends didn't want to, it's like, okay, well I'm still gonna, like, I would still get drunk. Like I just got this vivid memory of me just like getting drunk anyway whenever my friend didn't want to get drunk, and I was like, okay, well, you know, we'll love to have you over here on the woozy side, but it is what it is. Like, you know, vivid, like it was flashback. I was like, whoa. And I also had another friend with me who was always down to get drunk, so I didn't really mind. But basically my point is, don't peer pressure your friends. Yes, and okay, I would want, okay, I would be like, are you going out tonight? Are you drinking? I know you want to drink. I know you want to drink. But then I would also like know when to like um give it a rest. You know what I mean? More for you. Oh, sorry. Don't drink a lot. Don't do that. I'm just saying, like, if you do, know when to give it a rest if someone else doesn't want to do something. Oh yeah, okay, the guy. He he saw me take these big ass chugs. Like, I'm not joking. Like, it was like I was drinking water on a hot day, on a hot, dry, hot day. He saw that and he took an equal chug, and I was like, oh my fuck. It irritated me, but it didn't irritate me like to the point where it's like, oh, fuck you, like I'm annoyed. It irritated me in the point of like, why would you do that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just hurt yourself. Like, it felt like I was watching someone self-harm. I was like, let's go ahead and go down to the bathroom. I shit you not, 10 minutes, not even like 10 minutes later, I felt like an MD. I said, someone get me the bread. Someone give me the bread. Someone give me some water. Bring it to the bathroom. And I shit you not, literally like minutes later, he was throwing up. I was like, yeah. So I just sat in my bathtub and I waited for him to be safe. Like he threw up a lot, like a lot, which is good. Get that shit out of your system. And then he ate bread. I don't think this was in the exact word, but he ate bread. He threw up. He drank water. I watched him. Which is what you should do as well, even though I was upset that I couldn't just get drunk, because trust me, I wasn't even tipsy after that big of a fucking drink, like I'm telling you. But well, maybe I was warm, you know what I mean? Anyway, inside into him, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But I was just like, just watch your friends. If you feel like you need to call the police, or well, the police are the first ones to get there, but if you need to call the ambulance, I almost said ambulance, the ambulance, then call them, because you could save that person's life. You don't know what those other person's habits are. They could be on other types of drugs that could have mixed bad with the alcohol, and even if it didn't mix bad every single other time that you've drank with them and they've been on both of those drugs, if you get the signs that it's like, if you get the, like, just trust your gut and trust that it's better to be safe than sorry. Anyway, but he threw up a lot. He was fine. He was just really drunk. But there's also a difference. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, there is a difference between just really drunk and like literally about to like overdose. But like, I'd say, and I don't know how to explain that difference actually. I'd say no. I'd say something that's like pretty like something that I think did it for me was whenever someone is unconscious in a really intense way. It's like I remember this one time when we were at this party and I didn't even make it inside. I literally, as soon as we got there, we were in the car for so fucking long, and we had drank tequila, and for some reason tequila and gin gets me fucked up, like literally just like throwing up drunk, like it's horrible. Like I think I literally got alcohol poisoning one time from gin, and it was barely even that big of a. It was like a liter size bottle, and I shared it with someone else, and I got fucking alcohol. I'm not even shitting you. Like I was throwing up fucking water. Like it was insane. Like my friend, he was like, "Oh, you don't feel good." He tapped my stomach. I was like, I literally had to get up, and I threw up water on my other friend's floor, and I was like, okay, well, damn. No, I swear that's like the drunkest I've ever been. I think I was like borderline about to like have alcohol poisoning. Gin is disgusting. But anyway, yeah, cause yeah, I'd say if they're like a stone, then that's gonna. Oh, the story I was trying to tell you. I was at a party one time, and I didn't make it inside, and as soon as the car stopped, I literally just fell out like head first out of the car, like I didn't care, like I just like was like I just like sleuthed out of the car, and I swear I hit my head hard as fuck on that concrete. Like I don't know how I'm okay, but like I ended up being fine. I even went to the emergency room because I was like, I remember it so vividly. Like that's another thing. Like whenever I would get drunk as fuck, I remembered everything. Like even if I'm like literally like falling out of the car, like I remember that to this fucking day. And but with the exception of if I thought someone was about to kill me, then I would black the fuck out. But that was like that only happened one time, and I think it's because at a different party someone set my hair on fire on purpose. And so I think it kind of like rewired my brain. Because then at another party, I was drunk as fuck. And my friend, I fell in this mud because like I used to go to parties barefoot as fuck. And I don't think this would have changed anything, but I like being barefoot or not. But I fell in this mud. And my friend came up behind me. And I was like, bitch, get the fuck off of me. And I didn't even remember it. I didn't remember. Like the only reason why I know that I said that is because she told me. But other than that, I remember things pretty vividly. And I feel like that is also um uh uh mm, I think that's interesting. I don't know. I'm related to someone who I think it has something to do with black people being experimented on. Cause like I know some black people like they can't go like their body will literally fight like blackout fight if they are put under anesthesia, like if someone's attempting to put them under anesthesia. Anyway, so yeah, I literally fell. Well, I just like allowed my body to fall out right face first or head first out of my car. I was in the backseat of my car, and and I had just thrown up. I threw up, and then I fell out of my car. And I don't understand how I didn't fall on my vomit, but I didn't. So that was pretty cool. Um, but yeah, and I was just laying on the ground, as I often did, on the literal pavement with my cheek to the pavement, because it was nice and cold. And I was just like not responding to anyone because I was so drunk that I was throwing up and I didn't want to talk about it. Like I didn't want to talk. I didn't feel good. And so I just laid there with my eyes closed, unresponsive. But my friends were like, Ava, you have to get back in the car. You have to get up. You have to get up. You have to get up. And I was like, no. No, I was like, like, you know what I mean? No, but in drunk. And um, the one thing that they said that got me to, I got up so fucking fast. they said, Ava, there's cops coming. Bitch, it is no fucking joke how quickly I got onto my feet, bruh. I got onto my feet like a fucking ragdoll being pulled up by his shoulders, and I slumped back into the car. And then someone waited with me, and it ended up being fucking crazy. That party was insane because this one girl's, I'm so glad I actually didn't go inside because I was so fucking drunk off my ass. And the shit that happened there was a whole bunch of mud inside apparently. And shout out to the girl who stayed with me. That's really, really real of you. She stayed with me. She made sure that I was on my side and all that stuff. Anyway, but yeah, please stay with your friends if they're like too drunk. I know it sucks, but it's a civic duty. Okay, anyway, and call the police if you say a trigger word like cops or something, like the cops are coming, and they don't respond to that shit. Then you need to call the police and you need to have them taken to that hospital. Or if they just like, if you just get the vibes that you need to call the ambulance, call the ambulance. Anyway, you get the point. I hope you get the point because it's really important that you do. Oh yeah, the fucking party. So I heard that okay, so basically someone's baby daddy, right? Was like getting shitted on so badly, and like something had just happened. Like I think him and his baby mama got into like a fight or something. It was insane. Like that entire situation was like such a big deal, like across counties. I shit you not. Like everybody knew about like all of that shit. Anyway, can you tell from a small town across counties? Okay, but yeah, people were in droves like defending the baby mama, and like, you know, like I don't want to disclose their personal shit because I was about to say my personal like feelings, but oh yeah, so hella people, and there was like a hella people came to the party with guns, like hella guns, because they knew that the baby daddy was gonna be there. So people started jumping him. Like this is just from my recounts, but like from like being told, but like I heard that there was like, bro, there's like multiple men like jumping his ass, and there was people with guns and stuff like that. It was crazy people with guns. No, that is so scary. You have a whole ass fucking cell for militia on your ass. Like that's insane. Like I can't even imagine if I was in that bitch. I would have been, ooh, I would have gone right the fuck back outside. No, and I would have too. You know how much I do not play about guns. And my friends, they left after that. Like I remember because like they literally all got back in the car. They were like, bro, what the fuck? Bro, me in the back seat, my head on the fucking window, trying to like keep my sanity inside of me. Anyway, bro, being too drunk is also fucking insane. Like I don't understand, cause like whenever the whole world is like spinning, it's like that feels awful, and I used to do that on a regular, and it felt awful even whenever I was doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Even whenever we're like, maybe that wasn't exactly my plan. Okay, that would be the spins, but they would eventually go away, and then you just be drunk as fuck. I don't know. I would have to ask her, you know what I mean? Like, what is the logic behind the way that you drink, girl? and she would be like, "You want a party? Can you give me a bottle? You're almost 21." Okay, anyway. I did not talk like that. But I would ask, "Can you give me a bottle? You're almost 21. Do you go to college? Can you give me 2 ride?" No fucking joke. Can you give me some food too? Thanks. Okay, what was I talking about? I don't remember. But yeah. Crazy. Also, that shit will give you cavities. Drinking and the chasers and falling asleep after throwing up. It gave me cavities. So, be aware of it. Be aware of that as well. It's really hard on your teeth. It's really hard on your body. But yeah. Anyway. Also, it literally niche thing that I was hard on. I literally have to relearn how to swallow. Like, I think it like messed with like my throat muscles. Like, cause I was drinking like pretty heavily for like 3 years, 3 or 4 years. I'll count me being 15, but it wasn't. Well, it was heavy. Whenever I was drinking when I was 15, it was still to get drunk, but like it wasn't like after I got out of rehab. But I'll say 4 years. I think it like, especially like during like those developmental ages, like of like being a teenager, I think that the same would probably go for college, because you'll notice that you're still developing. I was gonna say that skeletons are often like developmental stages in human beings are often in like 10 to 15-year chunks, because your prefrontal cortex doesn't develop completely statistically until you're 25 as a woman, and then like 32 as a man. And I think the reason why that is because women during their luteal phase have like an increased neuroplasticity, which I think just means like you have a stronger ability to adapt and learn and grow. And we have our periods every single month, so I feel like that's a big contributor. And the fact that I don't know, I feel like there's a certain gravitas to be able to having a uterus, like that just makes our brains just grow faster. Anyway, oh, but yeah, so like you're still developing, so like I think in college too, like I think if you are like a heavy drinker in college, I feel like this could apply. You know what I mean? Like I feel like this could, well, it could still be a risk. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that because you're in your early 20s and you're still developing, and women like physically, don't they like still develop until like 27? I don't know why that feels true, but I don't know why that feels true, but it just feels true. Yeah, because like second puberty, I've heard a lot of people talk about second puberty. Anyway, yeah, it made it really hard to, like I had to relearn how to swallow food. Like sometimes it would be difficult. And yeah. Hold on. Can we look it up? Irritating the throat lining. Okay, yeah, but relaxation of the muscles around the airway. Drinking alcohol can make the muscles of the mouth and throat relax. So maybe, yeah, so maybe it's like I had to, yeah, this loss in muscle tone. Isn't that crazy? Like I literally had to build my throat muscles back. Whoa! In summary, alcohol itself is a modest bronchodilator and likely relaxes the bronchial smooth muscle. The root duration and concentration. What do you mean the root? Like the route? How many people are putting alcohol? I would love to know, but y'all are asking me if I'm okay. Never mind. They stopped asking me. The volatility of alcohol promotes the promotes the movement. Volatility of alcohol promotes movement of alcohol from the bronchial circulation across the airway epithelium and into the conducting airways of the lung. Right, but okay, hold on. Sorry, let me actually like see it through. You know what I mean? Oh wait. This is mainly talking about lung situations. Alcohol and asthma. Interesting. Heavy alcohol intake is it impairs the lung defenses. I would get sick. Well, I got like the flu or something. I got something really intense. Like one time, it literally gave me acid flashbacks, or maybe it was just crazy like that. I think it was COVID, but I don't know. And I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I think that it was so crazy. It had me stuck to my bed, and literally the ceiling was moving. That was the only. Also, acid is LSD. It's the same thing. Our understanding of how alcohol impairs lung defenses continues to grow. An ever-expanding body of evidence points to multiple immune mechanisms by which alcohol intake comprises lung defenses, but compromises lung defenses that has been previously reviewed. While innate and acquired lung immune mechanisms are vitally important, the effects of alcohol intake on the functions of lung airways are poorly understood. Importantly, and perhaps not as well known, alcohol intake is also clearly linked to a variety of airway diseases, likely playing pathogenic treatment and protective roles. Likely playing pathogenic treatment and protective. I don't really know what they mean by that. I assume that it's like playing with those things, but pathogen is a thing that you need to be protected from. But treatment and protective roles, those are the things that you don't want to be playing with. So I don't really know. But likely playing pathogenic treatment and protective roles. Like, what do you mean? Linked to a variety of airway diseases, likely playing pathogenic treatment and protective roles. So it's linked to a variety of airway diseases. So this is for the disease you're protecting. It's like the disease's bodyguard to get into your system. It's like the bread and butter. The disease is the bread, the alcohol is the butter, and together they are having a feast with your weekend immune system. Diseases of the conducting airways are extremely common, with prominent examples including bronchitis, asthma, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease (COPD). Although it is not widely recognized by many clinicians, alcohol has been considered both a treatment. I'm surprised I read that word right. Clinicians. Has long been considered a treatment and a cause for a variety of airway diseases. So I was wondering also if they were talking about, like, you know how like you used to be able to like lean. Well, lean was like had like benzo or some shit in it, right? Like back in the day. Comethazine, is that like literally what it's called, right? Sounds correct. Got ketamine, comethazine. Yeah, probably. I don't know. You'd have to look it up, but it's probably an active ingredient. But that's probably the active ingredient that gets people all drunk and shit. I don't know if it's drunk. One time we tried to do that. We like tried to find a specific thing, but it's like it didn't really feel that special. I don't know. So maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Oh, but like a lot of modern, like Listerine has alcohol, or like what else? Like a lot of like cold and flu medications like have alcohol. Well, probably not anymore, but like they did like back in the day, like whenever I was a kid. I remember that being a part of the PSA, like watch out, like I don't know. I don't remember exactly, but I just remember like that being like a thing. Like it had, like you had to like be weary, you know what I mean? Or something like that. I don't know. I remember it being a known thing that those things often had alcohol in them and that people could buy them to get drunk. I don't know if that's still the case, but I was wondering if that's what they were talking about with the protective role, because I suppose, I don't know. For sure. Oh. Why is my hair... Sometimes my hair dries like super... Well, it's because I wasn't sitting up the whole time that my hair was drying. So it just dried a little. It just gave me a bob. Oh, so yeah. I also wasn't separating my curls actively. I'm really tired, so that's why I wasn't really doing that, because I've been like laying down, but like trying to like lay with like my curls out of the way, but still, that probably is the reason that also I could have done a better job layering my... Well, I think it's okay. Actually, yeah, it's okay. Putting... What's it called? Putting... Activated a sleeper cell. Like, I think that... that... fight or flight induced memory loss, like whenever you're like scared or like you're fighting for your life or you're about to, is also But I don't think that happened because someone set my hair on fire, because I remember the closest I ever got to getting into an actual like physical fight, whenever someone lunged at someone that I like, who was like basically a sister to me, and it wasn't even her fight. Like, if it was her fight, whatever, like, she came there to fight, but she didn't come there to fight. That person who lunged at her was fighting someone completely else, and they lunged at her, I don't know, maybe because like they pissed her off or something. I can't even remember. But I was completely sober, and I was like 15 or something. And I like grabbed her, and I grabbed her hard enough to like break my acrylics, because I used to wear acrylics. It broke one of the acrylics off of my nails, and I don't like even remember what all happened. I just remember I grabbed her probably, and well, I just remember I grabbed, like, I like was going to grab her, like that's like whenever it like cut out. And then I remember someone like pulling me away after I had shoved her to the ground. So I could have hit her, I don't know, but I don't think I did. But I didn't ask either. I was just stressed the fuck out. And she was already there to fight. But I don't like fighting. I've actually never, I would wrestle with my friends, but like fighting, like physically, like it just never felt right. But that was crazy, like experiencing that. Because it's like, I'm truly like not really like an aggressive person. Like, I can be serious, and like things upset me. Like whenever I was talking about that bonsai tree joke, if you could even call it that. Every single joke has truth to it. I was upset because, like I said, like, well, not even because of that, but like because of that, like, because it's still happening. You know what I mean? Like, people are still being hate crimes, like, to this day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, black men are still being hung from trees. Like, that just happened not that long ago. Like a story that I saw personally. So it's like, that did upset. That made me mad. Because it's like, these people are blatantly fucking racist. Like, make it uncomfortable to be fucking racist again. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe not that. Because it's like, just don't be racist. I don't know. Like, just, it just made me upset because it's like, you're sick. You're sick with a virus of hate. And you might not even recognize it. But to make a joke about someone else dying, being killed, like that's sick. You know what I mean? Like, you're sick with racism, and you need to stop that. Someone needs to take him, I don't know, he needs to take himself through a journey of understanding that, first of all jokes have truth. Second of all, just, if you have to joke about someone's race, age, height, weight, then that's not funny. You need to find a different way to be funny that's actually funny, and funny for the people who are on the other end of the joke as well. But I guarantee, and like, people were like, I guarantee that didn't feel fucking good, like, to anybody who was on the receiving end of those kinds of jokes, whether it be Lizzo or Kevin Hart. People may laugh, but people laugh whenever they're surprised too. So they could have just been surprised that you were saying that. Stand-up comedy, it is like telling a story, and I think it's cool. And I think sometimes people get a little caught up on trying to be edgy and trying to be surprising, that they forget how to be a human. Anyway, it can probably stunt your growth too, like alcohol. I saw this. I think anything that could stunt your growth is so concerning. Like, what the fuck? Like, isn't that crazy? Like, your growth. Your growth. Like, that's pretty serious.